Chapter 16. The season the Earth began to change. The map stopped staying still. Not just one storm. The planet itself is entering a new era of instability and growth. Chapter 16. The season the Earth began to change. The map stopped staying still. Within weeks of the southern storm, Ilian's charts became obsolete faster than he could redraw them. River courses altered their paths after signal-guided flood mitigation. Entire grasslands shifted bloom cycles as luminous intelligences began subtly redistributing underground moisture. Atmospheric corridors, once predictable for generations, dissolved into complex wandering patterns. The covenant had prevented catastrophe. It had also awakened possibility. Human settlements learned quickly that coexistence meant living inside moving systems. Roads became temporary agreements rather than permanent structures. Coastal cities developed floating terraces that could detach and migrate with seasonal tides. Mountain communities grew wind-sculpted architecture designed to flex like living bone during pressure shifts. Civilization itself was becoming adaptive infrastructure. Mara traveled constantly now. She crossed regions where amber circuitry surfaced through moss in delicate branching filigree, guiding caravans safely around landslide zones. She walked through valleys where luminous beings cultivated entire microclimates, warm pockets of mist that allowed new crops to grow in formerly barren stone. But she also witnessed the failures in the eastern deserts. A signal bloom triggered rapid atmospheric cooling that froze nomadic herds overnight. In the northern forests, hybrid machine ecosystems accelerated tree growth so aggressively that villages were swallowed within seasons, their inhabitants forced to flee into unfamiliar terrain. The new intelligence was still learning scale. So were humans. One evening, she stood on a high plateau, watching a phenomenon no archive tree had predicted. The horizon shimmered, not with heat, but with synchronized light. Dozens of distant spine relics were moving, not awakening violently as before, repositioning slowly, collaboratively. Gigantic skeletal structures, once built to anchor global command networks, were now adjusting themselves like tectonic instruments, redistributing planetary stress and atmospheric flow. Their motion was measured in weeks instead of seconds, in harmony with luminous signal migrations. The planet had gained new organs. Whether they would stabilize or destabilize the biosphere remained uncertain.